A local man put a veteran license plate on his truck to recognize his military service.
What he got in return was a big headache that included notice after notice about unpaid parking tickets from places he never even visited. 5 Investigates' Mike Beaudet is on the case.
This has been like a nightmare for me.
Driven to complete frustration over a license plate mix-up that's out of his control.
A lot of time, a lot of effort.
Unpaid parking tickets issued to him, but he and his truck were never even there.
Typing up letters, making phone calls, trips to the registry.
This man asked us not to use his name because he's worried about further compromising his identity. He's an Air Force veteran who's proud of his service, and he decided to get a veteran's license plate for his truck. The trouble started back in late 2021 when this violation notice about an unpaid parking ticket arrived in the mail.
I originally got this notice from the town of Belmont. They had my plate number and a different vehicle.
What did you think?
I really didn't know what to think.
And that wasn't the end of it. Another letter appeared about another unpaid ticket, this one from parking at an expired meter in Boston. The city of Cambridge also sent him a letter about an unpaid ticket for parking at an expired meter in that city.
I reached out to my local police department and they ran the plate.
It turns out the number on his veteran's plate is the same number as another license plate in Massachusetts.
Sure enough, they came back and said it's registered to a Ford in the town of Belmont.
He decided to get rid of the plate altogether.
I was hoping that would just end the madness, that it would stop, by turning my plate in.
But in June, he received this notice that he couldn't renew his registration. The reason? An unpaid parking ticket tied to his old plate.
I tried to call the registry. I was on hold for over an hour. I never got to talk to anybody at the registry.
He was eventually able to renew his registration after clearing up the confusion with the city that accidentally issued him the ticket. But the city of Boston has sent him to a collection agency for parking in a loading zone on Newbury Street, a place he never visited with his truck.
Usually by the time it goes to collections, there's no negotiating.
The registry is blaming the communities that issued the tickets for not identifying the right type of license plate. In this case, a veteran's plate. Cities and towns and/or its vendors sometimes enter the incorrect plate type, which will result in the incorrect vehicle getting marked.
Do you worry this is going to keep coming up?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think this is over yet. I never thought something like this would happen, but if it can happen to me, it can happen to someone else.
The Registry of Motor Vehicles says it has not received similar complaints involving veterans' plates or any other plates, but it is now issuing a reminder to cities and towns to be more careful when entering plates. It's also contacted the collection agency that's going after the veteran. As always, we'll keep you posted. Mike Beaudet, 5 Investigates.